Have you ever wondered where the legend of the Headless Horseman originated? Let's saddle up and ride back in time to delve into the early tales of headless riders in European folklore. It's a journey that begins in the dark forests and shadowy lanes of the Old World, where tales of spectral riders without heads were whispered around flickering fires. The Headless Horseman, as we know him today, has his roots in these ancient stories. However, the character truly took shape in the New World, thanks to an American author named Washington Irving. In his eerie tale, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, Irving introduced us to the Headless Horseman, a figure that would gallop into the annals of horror folklore. The story tells of a Hessian soldier, a mercenary from Germany who fought for the British during the American Revolutionary War. This soldier met a gruesome fate on the battlefield, decapitated by a cannonball. According to the legend, he was buried without his head in the Sleepy Hollow cemetery, and ever since his restless spirit has been seen riding around, searching for his missing head. The horseman's headless state makes him a terrifying figure. Imagine a dark figure on horseback galloping through the night holding a pumpkin in place of his head. He is a spectral harbinger of doom, a nightmarish figure that strikes fear into the hearts of those who encounter him. Irving's tale, with its blend of horror and dark humor, brought the Headless Horseman to life in the minds of readers. The story's vivid descriptions and eerie atmosphere made the character an enduring symbol of the supernatural. It's this chilling narrative that has cemented the Headless Horseman's place in folklore, turning the tale of a Hessian soldier's tragic end into a legend that continues to thrill and terrify us today. So, from a Hessian soldier to a spectral harbinger of doom, the Headless Horseman has had quite a journey. But as we'll discover, he's not the only ghostly rider haunting the world's folklore. Hold on to your hats, or should I say, your heads, as we venture further into the realm of the supernatural. But our headless friend is not alone in his spectral rides. From the misty hills of Ireland to the bustling streets of India, legends of ghostly riders echo in the annals of folklore. Each tale, steeped in its unique cultural context, adds a different flavor to this global phenomenon. Let's start with the Emerald Isle, home to the Dullahan. Now this is not your average headless horseman. The Dullahan carries his grinning head under his arm, using it to see far across the countryside. Riding a black steed, he is a harbinger of death, stopping only at the place where someone is about to pass. Unlike the Headless Horseman, who is often seen as a vengeful spirit, the Dullahan is more of a grim reaper, an inevitable part of the cycle of life and death. Next, we journey to the vibrant country of India, where we encounter the Churls. Unlike the horsemen we've discussed so far, the Churls are female spirits, wronged in life and seeking revenge in death. They are said to ride on dark horses, their feet turned backwards. Now that's a twist. The Churls represent the societal fear of the wronged woman, a cultural reflection of the country's patriarchal past. Each of these spectral riders, while sharing some similarities with the Headless Horseman, carries distinct traits shaped by their cultural background. They serve as a fascinating mirror into the societies that birthed them, reflecting their fears, beliefs, and values. From the inevitable death symbolized by the Dullahan to the revenge of the marginalized represented by the Churls, these riders are much more than spooktacular tales. They are a testament to the power of storytelling, a universal language that transcends borders and connects us all. For even in the realm of the supernatural, we see the threads of human experience woven into the fabric of these stories. As we can see, the theme of ghostly riders is a global phenomenon, each with its unique twist. So the next time you hear the clatter of hooves in the night, remember, it's not just the Headless Horseman who might be out for a ride. Now let's delve into the chilling experiences of those who claim to have met these spectral riders. The tales are as diverse as they are eerie, each one a testament to the enduring power of the legends of the Headless Horseman and ghost riders around the world. In the quiet town of Sleepy Hollow, New York, a place synonymous with the Headless Horseman's legend, there are stories of strange happenings. One local recounts a foggy night when he saw a figure on horseback, headless, charging down the road. The figure vanished as suddenly as it appeared, leaving nothing but the echo of hoofbeats. Across the Atlantic, in Ireland, tales of the Dullahan, a headless rider who carries his head under his arm, have been passed down through generations. An elderly woman from a small Irish village shares her experience of seeing a ghostly figure on a horse, bearing a human head. She insists that the Dullahan gave her a warning before disappearing into the night. In India, stories of the Churls, female ghost riders, have been whispered for centuries. A truck driver on a desolate highway swears he was pursued by a woman on horseback, her face distorted in a terrifying grimace. He barely escaped, and to this day, he avoids that road after dark. These encounters span continents and cultures, but they all share a common thread: the spectral figure of a rider, often headless, always terrifying. Skeptics may argue that these stories are the product of overactive imaginations, of late nights and shadowy figures distorted by fear. They point to the lack of concrete evidence, to the inconsistencies in the stories, but believers counter with the sheer number of these accounts, the similarities in the tales despite the vast distances that separate the witnesses. They argue that these encounters are too consistent, too widespread to be merely coincidental. They point to the deep-rooted fear these stories evoke, a primal dread that transcends cultures and generations. The debate rages on, with neither side able to conclusively prove their point. The skeptics demand evidence, the believers insist on the power of personal experience. And in the middle of this debate, the stories continue to be told, the encounters continue to be reported. Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in the middle, in the gray area between belief and skepticism. Maybe these encounters are a blend of reality and fear, of cultural folklore and personal interpretation. Or perhaps they are exactly what they seem: chilling encounters with spectral riders, timeless spirits bound to their ghostly steeds, doomed to roam the earth for eternity. Whether real or imagined, these encounters certainly add more depth to the legends of the ghostly riders. The Headless Horseman didn't just gallop into folklore, he's also made his mark in pop culture. This spectral rider's enduring appeal is evident in the myriad of ways he has influenced various forms of entertainment. Starting off with literature, Washington Irving's The Legend of Sleepy Hollow is the most famous tale featuring the Headless Horseman. This short story was first published in 1819 and continues to be a staple in American literature. The story's spine-chilling ambiance and the striking image of a headless rider have captivated readers for over 2 centuries. Moving to the big screen, the Headless Horseman has been a popular figure in numerous films. Perhaps the most notable is Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow, released in 1999. With Johnny Depp portraying the superstitious Ichabod Crane, the film gave a gothic twist to Irving's tale and brought the Headless Horseman to a new generation of viewers. On the small screen, the character has made appearances in various TV shows. For instance, in the series Sleepy Hollow, the Headless Horseman is one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, adding a fresh supernatural spin to the classic tale. In the realm of video games, the Headless Horseman has found a home in the popular game World of Warcraft. As a recurring character during the game's annual Hallow's End event, players can encounter and battle this fearsome entity, further cementing his place in pop culture. Whether through the written word, on the silver screen, or in the digital world, the Headless Horseman continues to pervade our entertainment. His chilling tale, coupled with the haunting image of a rider without a head, has proven to be a winning combination. It's this mixture of horror and intrigue that has allowed the Headless Horseman to transcend time and maintain his relevance in pop culture. From folklore to pop culture, the Headless Horseman continues to captivate audiences globally. As we wrap up our journey through the ghostly realms of the Headless Horseman and his spectral kin, let's take a moment to reflect on the chilling tales we've unraveled. We've journeyed from the origins of the Headless Horseman, traced his hoofprints across various cultures, and even dared to delve into personal encounters with these spectral riders. And let's not forget how this phantom equestrian has galloped his way into our popular culture, leaving an indelible mark across mediums. The world is indeed a treasure trove of spine-tingling tales and paranormal mysteries. If you found this journey as hauntingly intriguing as I did, why not share the chills? Give this video a thumbs up and share it with your fellow ghost enthusiasts. And let's keep the conversation going. Share your favorite Ghost Rider legend in the comments below. I'm eager to hear your thoughts. Until our next paranormal exploration, stay curious and stay spooky.